Welcome back to Cooking In with Joycelyne. I was thinking that the holidays are coming and sometimes you're very rushed, but you want to have dessert. So this is a very simple, nourishing dessert. Kids love it and lots of adults do also. So what it is custard. There's different kinds of custard. There's the simple custard, there's the creme caramel, and there are custards made with caramel on top and custard with nutmeg. So we're going to make some different variations and I'm going to show you a really simple way to make custard. All you need to make the custard are eggs, sugar, flavoring, spice, and milk. But basically the three things that make custard are sugar, milk, and eggs. So to save money, we're just going to use the whole egg. You can use, I'm going to do the 3-egg custard. You can use also, like just egg yolks, but it's more expensive and I'm trying to show you how to budget, and the protein is in the egg, so I think it's good to use the whole egg. So we just take our bowl and crack in 3 eggs. And then we're going to take our little whisk and whisk it away. Now, in the old days, they would heat the milk. This was because the milk in those days wasn't pasteurized, and it's just another step. Well, I found it's just perfectly fine because we're so busy just to use the milk as it is. So it's easier this way also, because if the milk is too hot and you mix it into your eggs, you can cook the eggs and cause curdling. We're going to use 3 eggs and 2 cups of milk. This is a liquid measuring cup. To measure liquids, you can use this. If you don't have it, no worries. You can just take a regular one and just top it off. And I put it over here and I use the regular one. As soon as it just gets to the top of it, then I dump it in. So close enough, because eggs are going to vary anyway between small, large. These happen to be large eggs. So to measure the milk, you just pour it in, and when it gets to eye level, so you kind of have to go like this, when it gets to the eye level, this is exactly a 2-cup measure. So this is 2 cups. Then I just and then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. You can use raw sugar, it doesn't melt as well. And vanilla. I use real vanilla. There are imitation vanillas, but I think it's much better to use everything that's natural. So you put about 3/4 of a teaspoon. So this is how you can make a simple custard. It's simple. And in order to keep your custard from curdling, because it has to be gently cooked in the oven, 350 degrees, we take custard cups, put them in water. This is a water bath, and this prevents it from getting really hot. It just makes it a gentle heat. And also, now I'm going to show you how to caramelize sugar, and we're going to put it in here. So let's go over to the stove. Putting this on the very, very lowest amount of heat as possible. And this is an oven-safe pan, because normally you cannot just put any pan on the stove. And you just take a layer of sugar and you pour it in, and then you slowly let it melt, just slowly, because you don't want to shock your because it will definitely crack if you use too high heat. So just gently get it warm and let it sit for a while until the sugar melts. Once you see it caramelizing, I just kind of shut the heat off because you see how it's turned brown? So that means it's all hot. And so then you just stir all the sugar that you have into it. I'm going to do an almond milk on this. Okay, now what I've done is put about a half an inch of water into this pan. This pan is going to be my water bath. And what I'm taking is, I just turn the oven on. This is where I'm going to put this into the pan. I just want to make sure this is pulled off because you don't want to crack your, it's still hot, so I might have to let that sit a little bit. So now I'm going to take my caramelized sugar, it's coated on the bottom, see how brown it is, and I'm going to put it into this water. I'm just, make sure there's no water inside your custard, just on the outside, but I just wanted to test it to see how hard it is, because you don't want to crack your utensils. So I just got to make sure there's no water. And yeah, that's good. Okay. As long as it's pulled off, and I stick that right into my water bath. Then I'm putting in my custard mixture. Just pour that right inside. Perfect. And I put it right in the oven. So I have heated it to 350 degrees, and I lowered the shelf so that you have room. But this water bath is going to prevent any scorching of your custard. And I'm leaving room because I'm going to make a vegetarian. Well, not a vegetarian, but I'm going to make one for people who are allergic to milk itself using almond milk. So, once again, this is just in theory, so of course you would have 3 eggs again. Recycling my bowl. I've never tried the almond milk, so this is going to be, oops, a good test to see. Once again, 3 eggs. Such a simple recipe, and it's really good, and it's nutritious, and it has calcium. It's a good way to get children calcium. And a half a cup of sugar. It seems like I'm going to put a scant cup because the almond milk is a little sweet. And it has calcium also. Shake it up a little bit. And once again, I'm using 2 cups. Shaking it out. Let's beat these together. Now this time I'm putting them into individual cups because I just think it would be nice to have a different if they're serving. So also you're putting about 3/4 cup, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla. If you want to use almond flavor, you could use anything. And this needs, always put your water in before you you put your cups custard in. It's going to take up space. Now, in order to pour this from here, you can use your cup and dip it. And it can go all the way to the top because it's not going to rise. So it works out about perfectly because this holds about a half a cup and you've got 2 cups of liquid. So it should fill the 2 pretty much the Ooh. Okay. So, perfect. Okay. So this one I'm going to take a little nutmeg and I'm going to just sprinkle a little nutmeg over the top. And it really looks good when it's cooked. You can just put it in the center of the spread. Okay, so then I'm going to put this in from the other side. These may cook in a little less time because they're smaller. That's why I did it in seconds. There we go. So we'll time this for about an hour and then we'll take a look and see how it looks. Have a look. Here is the first one. It's going to keep setting up as it cools down. That's it. And here are the small ones. Perfect. And I'll just let this go here. If you want to make the custard richer, you can use non-fat evaporated milk. You can use regular evaporated milk. You can use cream. There's half and half. All different kinds of milk products that you can add depending on how thick you want it. The French have creme caramel, creme brulee. It's all the same kind of dish, but it's simple the way we made it, so we can make it in our own homes. Alright, so let that cool off by itself, or you could put berries on it and whipped cream if you want to get fancy, or just sliced fruit. And I hope you enjoyed our custard, and you can serve it all the time. It's very easy. So happy eating. Hope you enjoyed the dessert, and we'll see you next time. If you'd like to see some more ideas, you can look at some other episodes on Joycelyne.com. That's JOYCELYNE.com. And we have more coming up. Thanks.